Hello guys, I am back from another video, and today we're talking about what if Deku was a werewolf slash vampire. So in the last video, Deku, Izuku got into UA and finished well the entrance exam with fine colors. Also with Bakugo, Izuku saved a girl by the name of Kendo from the zero pointer. Also, Izuku made it to class 1A with Bakugo in tow, where they meet their brand new classmates, including the perverted Menena, which now he's expelled. So let's talk about what happens next. Also, by the way, just a bit of self promotion. I made a Discord server where you're going to be able to talk to me, put in fan art, even putting some memes, but it's still under construction, but you can help us build our community. So if you want to join, just click this link over here in the community tab, and you're set to join our Discord server. You're going to love it there. Okay, so let's continue on with the video. So Izuku basically wakes up Bakugo, as Bakugo says, what is it, Izuku? Izuku says, we're late. As she says, wait, we're late? As they start scrambling to get everything ready, as they start going to UA. So they made it there in time, as they started doing everything just like a normal class, until it's their heroes class, where everybody's basically whispering to each other. As Izuku says, so why all of you are whispering? As Bakugo says, yeah. As Kendo says, well, apparently there's this surprise teacher that's going to be teaching this class. Izuku says, surprise teacher. As they hear rumbling, as they see, All Might, as he says, I'm coming to the door like a normal person. As he breaks the door, destroying the handle, and also causing a little bit of property damage in the process. As everybody's screaming, "Oh my!" as they start screaming about him. Izuku says, "So that's the great All Might, right, Bakugo?" As she says, "Oh yeah." As she basically explains who's All Might. As All Might says, "So welcome to our, or at least your heroics class, but before we start, what's with a hero without his or her costume?" As they start, getting all of their suitcases, Izuku gets his costume. Izuku says, not bad. Izuku basically gives, well, basically back then, when they were getting ready to, prepare their, hero costumes, Izuku gave, his old uniform back when he was a general in his kingdom, and basically made it a little bit more, how do I say it, modern, thanks to the work study students. Wait for a second. So everybody starts going into the locker room, started wearing their costumes. So when everybody's basically outside, everybody sees Izuku's costume. So everybody sees Izuku's costume, as they say, "Whoa, your costume looks amazing, Izuku." Izuku says, "Yeah, thank you. I kind of like it. It reminds me of the good old days." As everybody's saying, "Good old days," Izuku says, "Oh, it's nothing." As Bakugo says, "Yeah, you really look good, Izuku." Izuku says, "Thank you, Bakugo." So everybody's paired up with, each other. Izuku was paired up with, Bakugo. And they're going to be fighting, Ida and Ochako. So Izuku is basically, the villain. They're going to be playing the villains. So Izuku starts carrying the bomb with, Bakugo. As Bakugo says, "Hey, Izuku, I made you to, can you put it, maybe over there?" As Izuku says, sure." So Izuku basically, stands guard, wielding up his sword, getting ready to attack anybody that goes through that door. as Bakugo is basically guarding the bomb. So one person comes out of the door, and that person is Ochako, and she says, "Time for you to pay, villains." Izuku says, "Allow me to show you then." As Izuku basically starts creating his blade. As Izuku creates several slashes of red and purple-ish energy as it hits Ochako. As Ochako kind of feels the pain of it, Izuku says, "Time for you to take this." As Izuku starts creating well, earth chains, which change. I meant chain Ochako to the ground. As Ida starts coming through the door, as he starts getting ready to kick Izuku, Izuku blocks it with his sword. Izuku says, "Are you serious?" Izuku starts running at wait for a second, my throat. So Izuku gets ready to attack um Ida, as Ida blocks it with his kicks. As Ida gets ready to attack Izuku again, but Izuku blocks it with his sword again. So they start going on and on and on as Izuku decides to use one of his abilities. So Izuku creates a earth type wall which causes Ida to slam into, and Izuku creates chains. I meant chains. So after a few while, Izuku and Bakugo win. So after that whole thing, they started going home. So when they got home, they basically started eating dinner as Izuku says, that was pretty easy of a day. As she says, "Yeah, I didn't really have to do anything." Izuku says, "Why? Why you seem sad about that?" As she says, "Well, I acted pretty useless there." Izuku says, "You're not useless. You're actually pretty helpful." As she says, "Really?" Izuku says, "Yeah." Hmm. As she starts smiling too. As it's the next day, we're gonna be going to a field trip um to the USJ. Everybody starts going onto the bus as they started talking until it's Izuku's turn, where Izuku explains what his quote unquote quirk is. As they say, "Really? So you had to drink somebody's blood?" As Izuku says, "Yeah." As she says, Bako says, "Hey Izuku, I think it's time for your feeding." As they say, as every one of his classmates say, "feeding," including Aizawa, which he looks behind him as Izuku basically goes into, or at least grabs Bakugo, as Izuku brings out his fangs and starts sucking up a bit of Bakugo's blood as everybody starts screaming, including Aizawa, as Aizawa says, "Hey, what are you doing?" As Izuku says, "Don't worry, it's just a routine for us." As Izuku, after drinking some of Bakugo's blood, she says, "Maybe next time you should not do it pretty hard." As Izuku says, "Sorry, Bakugo." As everybody's saying, "So you have the abilities of a vampire?" As Izuku says, "Yeah. I don't really eat normal food per se. I had to drink blood." As they say, "Oh, okay." So when they made it to the USJ, they meet up with 13. 13 basically explains what is the um the USJ, as she basically explains how heroes or any type of quirk in general can be used for villainy or for heroism. So when they started going into the USJ proper, th- Izuku hears something in the background as Izuku sees a black portal opening. As Kirishima says, "Hey, I didn't know that there's actual fake villains." Izuku looks at them. Izuku knows they're not well fake villains. Those are real. Izuku says, wait, those are real villains, as Kirishima says, wait, what? As they started getting teleported all around the USJ. Wait for a second. So, Izuku was dropped at a, well, ship, including Bakugo, and also some of his other classmates, being, well, Froppy, and, well, not Mineta because, well, Mineta's expelled. Because, well, he got the last place, and also because I hate him. So, Izuku sees, well, Froppy, as Froppy says, oh, where are we, Kero? As Izuku says, it seems that we're in some sort of, well, training area for, well, quirk users that have the ability to manipulate water or have aquatic quirks. As, well, Bakugo's basically there, as she says, damn it, those are actually villains? Izuku says, yeah, it seems. As they see, well, down in the water, they see several villains climbing into, well, the ship. Izuku says, damn it. Izuku starts transforming into his more bestial mode. Izuku says, drop in. As they say, drop in, what do you mean by that? Izuku says, climb on to me. As Froppy and, well, Bakugo start climbing Izuku, as they start, well, riding on him to, well, to safety, they go back onto, well, dry land. Izuku says, so, it seems that we have villains invading the USJ. As they say, yeah, it seems. As Froppy says, yeah, it seems. So, Izuku sees, well, Ida, as Ida says, villains. I can't believe villains are actually here. Izuku says, wait, Ida, try and warn all the UA teachers in UA. As he says, what? Izuku says, yeah, you should go over there immediately. Your speed quirk is going to be easy for you. As he says, sure. So, he starts using his speed quirk to open the door as he starts escaping, going to UA and basically, well, tell all of the UA teachers. So, while Izuku is basically sneaking around with, well, Bako and Froppy, they see, well, Aizawa fighting this, well, whatever it is, it doesn't look human. It looks like, well, a man, but except his skin is pure black. It has like a bird-like face and an exposed brain. Izuku says, that's not human. As Froppy says, how do you know that? Izuku says, well, I can tell. It's no way human. As they see the villain, or at least the leader of the villains, that's raiding the USJ, he seemed to have, well, several hands around himself. And the other one seems to be, well, I don't know what it is, but it seems to be weird. Wait for a second. He looks like he has, well, some sort of like cloud-like face and yellow eyes. Izuku says, damn it, that creature is beating on Aizawa. As Froppy says, what we're supposed to do? We're just, kids. Izuku says, don't worry, I got this. Izuku basically comes out to the shadows and basically goes on to battle. As the man with, well, the several hands say, so, who is this brat? Izuku says, my name is Izuku. So, you must be the bastard that's hurting our teacher. Izuku sees Aizawa. Izuku says, if you try and hurt him, you gotta get through me. As he says, sure, Nomu, attack! As Izuku says, so that thing is called a Nomu. Then, guess I'll have to transform into my bestial form then. As Izuku starts transforming, Izuku says, come fight me! As the Nomu starts charging in at Izuku, Izuku punches it in the face. As Izuku uses his, well, his legs to basically start flying and drop him down into, well, onto the villains, causing them to, well, how do I say it? Fall down from their, well, platform. As the man by the name of, well, Shigaraki, because, well, Izuku heard their whole conversation. And apparently their names are Shigaraki and Konagiri. Izuku says, "So, Mr. Shigaraki, how was that?" As he says, "You damn kid!" As he says, "Nomu, kill this brat!" As the Nomu starts jumping over there, as he's about to punch Izuku, Izuku basically brings out his sword and transforms back into his more humanoid form and basically stabs it in the head, causing the brain to basically, well, how do I say it, explode. Because of that, well, the Nomu's dead. As, Shigaraki says, "Damn it, damn it, damn it! That was supposed to kill All Might, you damn bastard! How the hell, how the hell does a kid kill the Nomu?" As he starts charging in at Izuku, getting ready to kill him. As Izuku says, "Take this!" As Izuku basically, well, cuts off the hand of Shigaraki. Basically, well, disabling him. So, after that whole thing, Kodagiri basically, well, teleports him back. The rest of the heroes basically arrive as they basically, well, round up all of the, well, the remaining villains. So, after that whole day, they started, well, going back to their homes, including Izuku. So, while they're at home, they gotten a message in their phones from UA that they're going to be making dorms. As Izuku says, "Hey, wait for a second." So, Izuku tells, Bakugo, "Do you want to go to, well, to the UA dorms?" As she says, "Yeah, I guess. But we do need to bring all of our stuff there." Izuku says, "Don't worry. I got this." So, Izuku creates a large moving truck as she says, "Whoa, your powers are pretty OP." Izuku says, "OP? What does that mean?" As she says, "It means overpowered." Izuku says, "Oh, okay." So, they started going to sleep as after that, they, well, gone into their whole dream world. Or at least their whole, well, dreamland or whatever it's called. So, I hope you liked the video. Comment and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys next time. But before you leave, guys, don't forget, if you want to join our Discord server, you can click the link here over here in my community tab, and you would be well gone to, well, the whole Discord server. But if you don't have, well, Discord on your, well, laptop, computer, or cell phone, or like that, you can't really join. So yeah, you had to upload Discord on your cell phone slash, well, computer slash laptop or whatever you're using to, well, watch my videos. So bye bye.